There really is a lot of chatter right now about AI. And I think it's twofold. I think one, it's a relevant conversation for a lot of us. Like, it's important, it matters. Two, I think it gets a lot of views. I think content creators that excessively make content about AI are getting a lot of views by fear mongering. And so what I'll tell you is this, and we're going to, we're diving into so much of this in the actual course, but I think it's a really good time for us to be talking about this. And I like to think that I've built a lot of trust with you guys over the last, 5 years, let's just say. I've been doing this for longer, but most of you have been here in the last 5 years. And I do think now is a very good time to be talking about AI. Yes, there's a lot of chatter about it, but it's actually a really good time. I think that really one of the things I've been saying with my students, and is something for you guys to think about as we go through and show you how we're using AI in our own business, how we're using AI for our students, how we're helping people make more money. I shared this comment in an email. It wasn't really a comment. It was like I wrote this email and I sent it to my students and people on my email list. And I just said, like, you never want to be the farmer who didn't adapt and didn't use the tractor. You want to be the farmer who used the tractor to make more money. And I think if you were to sum it all up, that's what it is. It's just a tractor, guys. Like, people freaked out about the tractor and they freaked out about every farm invention, and then we were fine, right? They freaked out about it. In fact, they had to make laws. If you should look into that, like how people have previously responded to inventions and to progress. They had to make laws saying that, like, if you burned brand new farm equipment, you would, I believe it was, you would be hung. I think it was a capital punishment. I saw it, again, it was something I saw on social media, so who knows if it's true or not. But whether or not that's true, I think a lot of people feel the same way about AI. I'll see comments on Instagram saying, ban AI. AI should be completely banned. I think that's as silly as saying ban tractors. You cannot slow progress. You cannot artificially throttle growth. And so saying things like ban AI should not be allowed, is like saying we're anti-progress. I think it's much better to say, hey, here's a tool. It's a disruptive tool in my industry. It's a tool that triggers my fear. It's a tool that scares me. How do I, first of all, learn about this tool to remove the fear? I think that's key, and we're going to talk about that. But then secondly, how do I, instead of being afraid of this tool, how do I become someone who wields this tool to make more money? And so I'm really glad you took this course. I'm really glad you're here, because I think there's never been a better time to learn about it. And I think that what we're going to do in this course is get your head screwed on straight about it and help you relax so you can get excited, so you can reshift your perspective and see that this is just something that's going to make us more money. Like, that's all it is. At the end of the day, this is just something that's going to make us more money. And so what we're going to do in this course is have a conversation around how we can use AI, artificial intelligence, to make more money.